Newark's classic rock, Q1043.
Little Steven is with us via Zoom this morning, and you look bright-eyed on the, which is kind of, early for a rock star, 5 minutes after 8, maybe not so early for all the rest of us, but early for a rock star.
Yeah, but keep in mind, it's not early for an actor, so I'm kind of in between.
Oh, yeah, that is correct. Actually, actors get to work very early in the morning, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes as early as 6.
Oof.
But yeah.
So that wait a second. So that transition for you from rock star who worked at night and didn't get up early in the morning to actor who had to be like in the makeup chair at 6 a.m. I mean, what was that like for you, turning it all around?
Well, at first I just stayed up. And then I finally got used to it. But adrenaline is a funny thing, man. And you got to do what you got to do. But my dog wakes me up at 8 o'clock every morning anyway, so it's not so weird for me.
All right. Well, thank your dog on our behalf for getting you up this morning. You have had such an incredible career. I was thinking the other day, matter of fact, Jonathan and I were talking about it, that show that you put together in 2004, I believe it was, on Randall's Island.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
you were one of our hosts, right?
Yeah, but that was just an amazing show. Talk about putting together, this magnificent festival. I mean, it was just awesome. So, I mean, it's not just that you're a recording artist and a famous actor. You are an impresario as well.
Yeah, I wish we got a chance to do that more often. Actually, that was a hell of a show. We had a lot of reunions, put together a lot of groups that hadn't been together for a long time,
Yeah, you did that. You did that famously with the Rascals.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was the New York Dolls, the Stooges, the Dictators, Creation, Big Star, it was just quite a show. And Bo Diddley was there, and Nancy Sinatra was it was quite a show.
Pete Best was there.
Oh yeah, right, the Pete Best group, right?
And Richard and the Young Lions.
Yeah. They had just finished their album. Yeah. But anyway,
they were a Jersey. They were, by the way, Richard and the Young Lions. They were a Jersey band, but where they were really, really popular was the Midwest. They were huge. They were like giant rock stars in the Midwest, and in their own neighborhood in New Jersey, nobody knew who they were. It was one of those bizarre things that doesn't really happen anymore, but it did then when there were, bands that were regionally famous.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it was it's quite a day, and I had a circular stage built specifically for the show, because I wanted to do it the old Alan Freed Murray Decay style show where the first bands do like 3 songs each, and I had the stage would rotate, and then the next band would come right on, and the stage broke about three acts in, I think.
That's when you walked up to me and threw me out onto the stage and told me to stall.
And then a hurricane came out of nowhere and was heading straight towards us. So they were telling everybody to stay home, which never helps a festival. And but a couple thousand people did show up, and the rain came right at the end. We just beat the hurricane by an hour.
Well, you have a big event that's taking place tomorrow.
Yeah,
tell us about that.
Yeah, well, we have the Summer of Sorcery live album coming out, which was the final show of 3 years of me reconnecting with my lifetime of work. It was quite a 3-year period, 17, 18, and 19. Some of the most productive years of my entire life. There was like 6 album packages in that time. Remastered all my old records in the Rock and Roll Rebel package, and new Soulfire, new Summer of Sorcery, the live Soulfire album. I finally got my Lilyhammer score out, and Maca to Mecca. We did a tribute to the Beatles in there, and this is the final. This is the final package of the previous 3 years before the quarantine, and it comes out on Friday. And so for one night, we're gonna have one show at a theater, just to play it really loud one last time.
Yeah.
It's a screening of the live concert film,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is called Summer of Sorcery Live at the Beacon Theater, and it will be at the IFC Theater, which is at 6th Avenue and West 3rd Street. And it's tomorrow at 6 p.m. How do people get tickets for that?
Yeah, well, it's already kind of sold out, unfortunately. We couldn't fit any more people, but we're going to give you some tickets to give away, though.
Oh, we're going to have some tickets to give away. That's cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because
Save
this
you
is,
some-
so you're going to, so let me understand this. You're going to screen the film and then you're going to take questions.
Yeah, and all the tickets have been are being given away, and it's pretty much sold out. Yeah, with me and the filmmaker Ryan Shelley and my music director Mark Gribler, we'll do a few questions at the end of the film, just for fun. But it's just a fun thing, just to so like I say, just to hear it and see it. I haven't seen the final thing myself, so it'll be fun to see it. And,
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No, no.
You have such an interesting career. I mean, you're in more than one band simultaneously. And we mentioned obviously your acting role. You're also a producer. And I was the way that you play the guitar. I was watching an older video on YouTube recently. It was Madison Square Garden. You were with the E Street Band, Bruce Springsteen, and the E Street Band, and you brought out the legendary Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Sam Moore of Sam and Dave to do "I'm a Soul Man." Now, the guitar part is so distinctive in that record, and as Sam was coming out onto the stage and you went into it, I mean, it was my jaw just dropped. You were so perfect, absolutely perfect, not just from a technical sense, but the whole soulful feeling of it all. And I saw on the video the giant smile on your face. You were really enjoying yourself.
Well, it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, Steve Cropper is a hero of mine, obviously, and one of the people you study, growing up. That was his licks on there, and you want to do him proud, just in case he's also watching on YouTube. But it doesn't get any better than Sam Moore. I mean, Sam and Dave were the model that me and Southside used when we started Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes. We wanted to be the white Sam and Dave. With a rock guitar, that rock meets soul thing, which I returned to these previous 3 years, with the Disciples of Soul. I had carried that rock meets soul thing into my first solo album, Men Without Women. But then the other 4 albums of the 80s went all different directions. The music changed according to the theme of the record, and each the music became the soundtrack of each different film. But I returned to that these last 3 years with the big band, and added the harmony element, which I never had. I fell in love with harmony doing the Darlene Love album, a few years ago. She had the great 3 singers, the background singers, and it was just an additional part of the fun of arranging those songs. You had the horns, which I love to do, the strings, which I love to do. And now you had to add the harmony in there, and have those things, interweave with each other. And God, I loved it so much that I added harmony to my thing as well.
And you made very good use of harmony on "Hungry Heart," which became a gigantic hit.
Well, yeah, that was we decided, we're talking about it, and Bruce said, I kind of hear like a Beach Boys type of harmony for this, and I had just seen the Flo and Eddie show at the Bottom Line, which we all miss, and the former Turtles, and they had a terrific show, really really enjoyable show in those days, and they were kind of, and they had that sound when they did harmony, they kind of had that Beach Boys sound, so I suggested them, and we brought them in to do that harmony on the Hungry Heart. Yeah.
Well, Little Steven and the Disciples of Soul, the live concert film, Summer of Sorcery, live at the Beacon Theater, with a very special event at the IFC Center, 6th Avenue and West 3rd Street, and that's tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Oh, I have a question, Stephen. I was watching the promo on television and online for this show called The Many Saints of Newark, and I thought I heard a familiar voice doing the voiceover.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I did. I did do a little voiceover for it. Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out the same week as my book. Actually, I spent the whole quarantine writing a book, and they're both coming out the same week, either the last week of September or the first week in October.
Okay, what's the name of the book?
Unrequited Infatuations.
Excellent.
And can people pre-order it now?
Yeah, actually they can, and we'll talk about it. We'll get you an early copy, and we'll do this again, right before it comes out. But
I'll buy a copy, Stephen.
Yeah, come on. I want to read about the stories, man.
So thank you for giving us some tickets. Let's give away a pair of tickets right now for the screening of Little Steven and the Disciples of Soul, the live concert film Summer of Sorcery, live at the Beacon Theater tomorrow night at the IFC Center. Winners must be fully vaccinated in order to be admitted. 888-872-1043. We have 5.
Why just give away 1 pair? Let's give away 5 pairs.
You're giving us 5 pair?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. So it'll be, we'll start with caller 25 and give away 5 pair. Stephen, thank you for visiting with us. We're going to play one of your songs right now by Little Steven and the Disciples of Soul. It's Love Again. And we love you, man.
Hey, man, love you right back.
All right. It's 17 after 8.
New York's classic rock, Q1043.